This is Employment Insurance Policy Group from Chung-Ang University. Hi, my name is Yegang Park, and I'm a female art instructor and could be classified as a special type of worker.
Hi, my name is Moon-Chan Huang, and I'm a Chinese delivery man in Korea, and I could be classified as a special type of worker.
Hi, my name is Connie Kim, and I'm a reporter from a broadcasting station.
Hi, my name is Kwon Guk, and I could be classified as the Minister of Employment and Labor.
Since COVID-19, I have had no lessons for students and I have a project in exhibition, but the remuneration for the long period of preparation for the project is not paid. So I'm suffering from serious poverty right now. What should I do for a living? I heard that employment insurance can provide benefits for unemployed people, but it is difficult to write contracts with students' parents. What should I do?
I'm a Chinese delivery man who is already working in Korea. Because of my financial difficulties, I choose the profession of driver. But I'm a foreigner, so I can't apply for a lot of employment benefits which bring a lot of difficulties to my life. And I have a job in Korea, so I must pay national health insurance every month. But if I work as a driver in China, I can apply for an employment subsidy from the Employment Service Center and I get a subsidy from the government, which can reduce my financial pressure. It's really not easy for foreigners to work in Korea.
Hello, I'm a reporter from the broadcasting station. Recently, an actor suffered from poverty and killed himself in a single room. Not only this case, actors and artists suffer from not having income and poverty and kill themselves continuously. And because of COVID-19, so many temporary workers lost their jobs and suffered from poverty. As we continue to experience these cases, we have come here to understand the reality of special employment workers. Why don't you go and talk to the Minister of Employment and Labor about these issues? Let's go to the Ministry of Employment and Labor and discuss these problems with the minister.
That's a good idea. Let's go together.
I appreciate your time and effort. I want to ask you about the employment insurance. Found that so many workers suffer from poverty and special types of workers are not subscribed to employment insurance. So this problem exists and continue. So how can we solve these problems regarding employment insurance?
Before I answer your questions, I will briefly tell you about the concept of the employment insurance. First of all, employment insurance is a social security insurance which supports unemployment prevention, employment promotion, development and improvement of workers' vocational skills, stabilization of the lives of the unemployed, and reemployment. Depending on the target, you may or may not subscribe to employment insurance. All businesses or business owners who hire more than one worker are obligated to sign up, but self-employed people can sign up voluntarily only if they want to. Employment insurance is managed by the Minister of Employment and Labor. Some specific tasks are handled by three public institutions. First, the Unemployment Center of the Ministry of Employment and Labor is responsible for unemployment benefit, employment security project, maternal protection, and vocational ability development. Second, the Labor Welfare Corporation is in charge of signing up for employment insurance, collecting insurance premiums, and managing the insured. For example, whether the insured is eligible for insurance or if she has changed her job. Finally, the National Health Insurance Corporation is responsible for notifying or receiving insurance premiums and managing arrears. First, the insurance fund is covered by collecting insurance premiums jointly paid by the employer and the worker. You can ease the financial burden because you share the burden together. Second, it is covered by other collection expenses. An example is to pay a fine if you don't pay insurance premiums within the deadline or were caught making false reports. Third, it is covered by a reserve fund. It is an extra fund that exceeds the expenditure of the current year in preparation for mass unemployment or job insecurity. Lastly, it is covered by the operation of the fund. It mainly refers to fund management or financial institution deposit returns.
Thank you for your explanation, but in reality, it is difficult for them to take out the insurance. So, what can you do for them to ensure their social security?
Don't worry about it. It was reformed recently. Currently, the number of employment insurance subscribers is only 50% of the total employed. So, the government is gradually expanding the scope of subscription to provide an employment insurance safety net to all employed people. For example, in 2020, employment insurance for artists has been added. In the case of artists, there were many difficulties in making a living due to poor working conditions, but they were able to relieve the burden by signing up for employment insurance. For those who are financially burdened with insurance, 80% of the insurance premium is provided for up to 3 years. Why don't you sign up now? From 2021, the number of special type workers who can subscribe to employment insurance is expanding. It refers to a worker who works under a contract with an employer but earns income as much as he works, not a fixed salary. Jobs such as courier, quick service, and platform worker are included. Why don't you prepare for any possible social risks through employment insurance? The government is in a position to promote national employment insurance by 2025. Anyone with a certain level of income can join regardless of the type of employment. In other words, it will protect all working people with unemployment benefit. The government is gradually expanding the scope of employment insurance by prioritizing highly exclusive jobs. You subscribe to this.
I didn't know that. I think I should take out the insurance.
What a great reform, but I've never written a contract before, so I'm worried if I can write well.
Making a contract is an important means of protecting workers' rights. If you write the contract well, you will be surely ensured that your preparation period will be compensated, and it will reduce the burden of unemployment.
Thank you so much. I've learned a lot about the employment insurance policy, and I'm planning to write this interview for the newspaper.
Oh, my friends are also workers in special employment types. I recognize that there are approximately 60% of women compared to 30% of men, which is high proportion of women in jobs with a large workforce, such as insurance planners and visiting instructors. So, the government should expand and strengthen the authority and function of the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family to coordinate gender equality policies, gender violence, gender discrimination in the labor market. I've heard that there's a wage act in Canada for gender equality. Let's find out how it actually works in Canada.